Hi everyone, today I will be speaking about the idea and company we developed in the last 48 hours that goes by the name of Locus. I'd like to introduce the Locus team. Cyril and Malay developed business, cost, and revenue models, while Roshan and Pallavi were in charge of mobile app design, and I was responsible for development of the web dashboard as well as presentations. We've identified a problem regarding stress levels of flyers while within the airport. An airport can be a very stressful place. This newfound stress can be detrimental to the mental health and well-being of flyers. Our solution to this problem is Locus, a service which will allow a flyer to reserve a clean, comfortable, and properly distanced waiting spot within the airport. The following slides will outline this company and the progress that we made towards it within the last 48 hours. But before we talk business, let us quickly show you the prototypes that we've developed over the weekend. So far, within our app, we have designed two main features: My Spot and Customize My Spot. My Spot allows the users to enter in their flight information and be matched to a spot within the airport. Customize My Spot focuses on allowing users a way to really enhance their airport experience to another level. They will be able to order amenities and food from anywhere in the airport and have them delivered to their spot, so it will be waiting for them as they arrive. From surveys deployed on LinkedIn and Instagram, we found that 42 out of 60 people would be willing to use a mobile app for a service such as this. On top of the mobile app that will be in the user's hands, Locus will also offer back-end software and support to moderate the spots in a given airport, all through a web dashboard application as shown here. The key metrics for this service will all be tracked throughout the app. Within the last 48 hours, we found out a lot of potential markets for this service. From surveys we've deployed on LinkedIn and Instagram, we decided that we will appeal to a market that may include people who are waiting long enough to want to relax in an airport, but not long enough to have to stay in an airport hotel. We will appeal to professionals, perhaps with a family, who are more willing to spend some more available cash to ensure their safety. This means we will not market to younger student audiences who have less expenses for a service like this and also may feel less at risk of the illness. Lastly, we believe that we would appeal to those who have high anxiety in airports and also those who have pre-existing health conditions and may be at more risk to illnesses such as COVID-19. Overall, within the last 2 days, we've narrowed down our market scope so much, and we have a plan set to continue to do so. Of course, our channels are nearly all digital. As for our cost structure, we've had a few pivots based on mentor advice, but we have now decided that we would try to obtain a contract with the airport authority themselves, in which we provide the services and technology, and they handle logistics such as space management, cleaning, and more. This means the airport would get a larger cut of our total revenue, but we believe it will result in a smoother transition as we begin to move ourselves into airports. As for working with other companies to provide customizing a spot, we don't think this will be a huge issue, as those other companies will profit from any sales they make with us. As for making money, we have three main revenue streams. The first is that flyers will pay a premium for their spot. The second is that we will have advertisement within our mobile app, as well as around the spots themselves. And the third is that we plan to look into a subscription-based model for frequent flyers who commonly reserve spots. Our My Spot feature is very unique to Locus. Our spots will reduce the risk of infection of COVID-19 as they are cleaned and distanced. Our spots include customizable amenities, which will help enhance the overall airport experience for the flyer. And lastly, our spots are convenient. With a few taps and a single payment, a flyer will have a comfortable place to wait, as well as the amenities and services that they choose, all waiting for them in one place. Once we have secured business in an airport, we will have the unfair advantage of contracting out physical space within that airport. If another company planned on coming in and competing with us, they would find it extremely difficult, as physical space in an airport is a very valuable thing. Locus wants to make a big impact on airports. As mentioned, this is a very stressful time. Our goal is simple. We want flyers to feel safe and comfortable in the airport. Additionally, we want to have an impact on the aviation economy, as more flyers may feel better about flying sooner when they hear about Locus. As for what we're asking for from those watching, we would love to hear your advice and feedback. We are also looking for some mentorship into implementing this business, contacting airports, and the methods of building a user base for a mobile app. And lastly, of course, Locus will need investments to get on the ground running. So moving forward, Locus has a lot of room for growth and creativity. As for growth, we mean to further develop our app and get connected with airport authorities. As for creativity, we would love to look into vacant spaces around airports that can be turned into spaces for spots, as well as providing new features to spots, such as beds and even showers. And lastly, even when COVID-19 is over, we plan to scale up. There will be less need for distancing these spots as much, and we will then be able to really push a lot of more aspects regarding comfort and accommodation in these spots, all while keeping them safe and clean. Though Locus aims to solve a problem that is evident due to COVID-19, we believe that there is still a lot of room for it to thrive in a post-COVID world. That wraps up our presentation. On behalf of Locus, I'd like to thank ShiftKey Labs, the sponsors, the mentors, and the judges for an awesome weekend.